Yo boys, this video is quite long, so I've made some timestamps for you guys here. I'd recommend watching the whole way through, but if you really don't have the time, just go to whatever timestamp you need, and yeah, that's about it. Yo, what's up guys, it's me Parwat. Today I'm making a video on, um, editing. So basically, anyone who plays Fortnite, like, you all know that, like, editing is becoming, like, something like very big right now. What I mean by very big is like a lot of people are like adapting to like a fast edit playstyle, and there's a lot of insanely fast editors out there right now. Like there's so many that I can't name all of them, but like for example you have players like BH Not Luke, you have Chronic Psycho, KNG Psycho, like I don't know, there's so many players. Like I can't really name them all because there's just that many, and there's a lot of underrated people as well. Um, Basically, I'm gonna be just showing you a couple of ways that can help you improve your editing speed and get faster at editing. And there's quite a few things that you need to focus on, so just make sure you watch the video the whole way through, because there's a lot of important things when it comes to editing that a lot of people don't know about. And without further ado, let's get straight into it. Okay, so basically the main things that you need to focus on when you're practicing your edits or when you're editing is crosshair placement and crosshair movement. And then I think that after you master both of them, you can work on like your clicking speed. But basically what crosshair placement and what crosshair movement is, they're both different things. So crosshair placement is where you keep your crosshair when you're editing, and crosshair movement is the amount of distance you're moving your crosshair in order to make the edit. So like for example right now, suppose you're gonna edit this, right? You can see that my crosshair is already right here and it's ready to make the edit for whatever edit I'm gonna do right now. And so that's pretty much crosshair placement. It's just it's your crosshair being in the right spot to make the next edit. So once I make this edit, my crosshair is already in the right place to make this edit. Once I make that for my triple edit, I'm ready to do that as well. Alright, that's crosshair placement. Now crosshair movement is a bit different. So crosshair movement is the distance that you're moving your crosshair. So if you can see right now, this edit, I don't have to move my crosshair all the way from all the way here to all the way here. I don't need to do that. All I have to do is make sure that it hits both squares and the tiles are gonna edit. So what a lot of people do is they bring their crosshair all the way through, and it's not very effective at all. So I would definitely start practicing your crosshair movement if you're doing this, because you cannot edit fast if you're doing that. This when you start doing this automatically messes up your crosshair placement as well. So like just look at it. Alright, I'm moving my crosshair here, and look where my crosshair is right now. If I'm making a triple edit, like my crosshair is not ready to make this edit right here. I have to move it all the way back up. So pretty much you're making it harder for yourself. So please practice those two steps. They're so crucial when it comes to editing. The next thing I want to talk about is blueprint editing. And pretty much blueprint editing is what I have right now in my hands. You can see is my build blueprints. And basically on Fortnite you can edit builds further away with your blueprints than your pickaxe. So I know that a lot of people do pickaxe editing just for just because it looks cooler. Like simply it's just because it looks cooler. I do it because it looks cooler and it's better for clips. But if you're actually trying to get better at editing, start doing blueprint editing, and once you get to that point where you can edit that fast, maybe like you could switch over like to start doing pickaxe editing, because it does look cool. I'll admit it, it looks really cool. And so if you look right now, when I can edit, look, I can even edit the cone from all the way back here, but if it's my pickaxe, look, I can't edit like, you can't edit like from the same distance. Basically with the blueprints you can edit from further away. So like you can edit like, look, I'm all the way back here and now I can't edit with my pickaxe out. Alright, next what I'm going to be talking about now is actual proper like warm-up routines to practice your editing. So I personally think that the best way to practice your editing like as a routine is honestly just by free building. But when you're free building, you can't just be doing like whatever random type of free build. Like there's some certain like free builds which will help with your editing. For example, you don't want to be doing edits, you don't want to be doing like free builds or retakes that don't have a lot of editing in them, because obviously that's not going to help you with your edits. You're not going to be doing side jumps if you're practicing your edits or whatever. You're going to be wanting to do some routines which will help you and get used to editing. So for example, this is one that I do, which it's pretty much like editing down and then pretty much editing back up. So it's kind of like that. Here, I'll put in a clip right now. I just got on, so I can't even play properly, but I'll put in a clip of me doing this, pretty much what I was showing right now. I'll put in a clip of that right now, and you guys can just
I don't love you now. All girls are the same. I don't need you now. All girls are the same. All of these demons that dancing inside, I don't know whether to live or to die, but I keep fighting that feeling inside. I'm gonna ride till I die. Sorry my homies are left to the side. Do you ever think of suicide? Fuck all this pain you can see in my eyes. You fucking around, you gon' pay with your life. Valentine in December. You say you love me but you don't remember.
I first started with a double edit, so if you still cannot do your triple edits, start off with doing your double edits and then improve that to your triple edits. But also, once you start practicing your triple edits, I do feel like you can get faster quicker, because as soon as the first time I started practicing my triple edits, I couldn't do them, but when I practiced it for about a week or something, I immediately saw that my edit speed became faster. So if there's any like edit courses, edit maps that you know, which is triple edits, which I'm pretty sure most of them do, so just go into one of those, practice your triple edits, and yeah, you should be able to get that down fairly quick. But yeah, when you're doing that, just make sure what I told you before with the crosshair placement and crosshair movement, because that is, I can't stress how important that is when it comes to editing. Your keybinds play a very important role in editing, and I'm not really the correct type of person to be talking about keybinds, because I have got trash keybinds for building, I've got trash keybinds just overall, but I do know some good keybinds, but it's like, for me right now, it's just a bit too late for me to like change them, because I've been playing on these same keybinds from when I first started in season 6, so I can't like get used to other keybinds at this point. But basically, your keybinds play a very important role. When you're editing, you want to make sure that you're using your most strongest finger to edit. So if you're trying to get fast edits, you want to be making sure that you're using the fastest finger, and you want to make sure that it's a button that you can hit pretty easily as well. So for me, I use G, and I'm used to hitting G now, but that's just my muscle memory. I can hit G like fast without a problem. But a lot of people use F or E as well, and they're definitely much better keybinds. So if I were you guys, I would, and you're on keyboard and mouse, definitely switch your edit buttons to F or E. There's plenty of videos out there on optimal keybinds. I'd say maybe just look at one of those, but yeah, definitely if you're on keyboard and mouse, use F and E. Now, the next thing about keybinds I wanna talk about is double edit keybinds and edit on release. So edit on release is pretty much an option in settings. So if you go into your settings, there is an option called edit on release. Here, confirm edit on release. For faster editing, I would definitely switch this on, unless you're already fast enough without edit on release. But like, if I were you and if you had a decision to use it or not, I would definitely use it because it does make your edits fast. And so yeah, that does make your edits a bit faster. I'm trying to edit because I can't use this, but yeah, it's basically like it's a bit easier to use edit on release. So if you're on controller and you play non-claw, use edit on release. Please use edit on release. It will make your edits way faster. And yeah, I can't really see anything bad about it except for the fact that you can't really like hold and edit. Like, as in, you can hold it, but you have to keep your you have to keep it selected. You can't like release your finger or whatever. And yeah, that's probably the only bad thing about edit on release, honestly. Now, double edit binds are pretty much editing with 2 keybinds, so it's pretty straightforward. You edit with 2 keybinds, and how that works is that you edit with one button and then you confirm with another. So right now I use single edit binds. I don't use edit on release. I don't use double edit binds. That's just how dumb I am, but like, I'm just too used to it now, and I can't really... It would take me a while to get used to anything else, but pretty much you can see right now that I edit with G and I confirm with G, so I have to press G twice. Basically, double edit binds is where you'll edit with you'll edit with a button on your keyboard. Let's just say E and F because they're probably the best edit binds that I can think of. Alright, so you edit with E or F and then you confirm with your mouse button. Now, a lot of people also use like some other buttons on the keyboard, which that's fine too, but I think the best one is probably one of your mouse buttons. So basically, you choose one of your side mouse buttons as your secondary building edit binds. Now, when you do this, you will lose scroll wheel reset. So yeah, that's quite a bad thing, and that's why I don't use double edit binds. I'd probably try to use them if I could, but I don't want to lose scroll wheel reset, so yeah, that's the bad thing about double edit binds. Now, there is something called, I think there's something like triple edit binds or something, and that's like where you have to remap something on your keyboard or mouse. I'm not really sure how that works, to be honest, but I do know like some pro players use that, or used to use it. I'm not sure if they still do. I honestly don't have much knowledge on that, but I do know that double edit binds, you pretty much go to your building edit, you select one of your side mouse buttons as your secondary bind. Alright, so that's basically what you do. So I've just changed it right now, and basically what I'm doing right now is I'm editing with, so I select edit with one finger, and I'm using G for that, and then I confirm with my left mouse button. And how I've set it up right now is I have my thumb mouse button for my select or my confirm. So that's pretty much how you do double editing. Alright guys, the last thing I really want to say about practicing your edits is that you need to put in a lot of grind, and you need to give some time. Like, you need to give it time. You can't just become good. You need to practice this. Like, there's no way you can become good. Like, yeah, not just editing, and just anything in general. There's no way you can become good at something without practice. So you want to practice this as much as you can, and that's pretty much it. Guys, if you're really trying to get better at whatever you're doing, please do not give up. You will be able to make it through. I believe in you, and I was able to do it. I was able to improve my edit speed, so there's no reason why you guys can't. Don't let you being on controller, like, don't make that an excuse or anything. Like, there's plenty of like fast controller players and everything. Just practice, guys. Just practice. I can't stress that enough. Just practice, and everything will work out exactly how you want it to. But yeah, that's about it. Make sure you guys leave a like. Comment down what you guys want to see next. I do have a few video ideas planned for the future. They will come out soon. This video wasn't actually... I wasn't supposed to make this right now, but I'm making it anyway. I had some other videos that I was supposed to upload. But yeah, please like, subscribe, share this to friends which are trying to get faster at editing or need some help with editing. And yeah, that's about it. Yeah, peace out.
Valentine in December, you say you love me, but you don't remember my name. You cause me pain. All girls are the same. Yeah.